So we just got a comment, which is really nice.
Yeah, we got a nice comment saying, "Oh, why don't we have more subs?" It's because people are racist, sexist, and homophobic.
Okay.
Can you think of any other reason why we don't have more subs?
Well, schools are really hurting for subs this,
Are they really?
Yeah.
They are?
Yeah.
Schools are hurting for
There's
subs.
not enough
there's
teachers, let alone subs.
Well, no one wants to be a teacher because it sucks.
The
The pay's it's like one of the hardest jobs with like the lowest pay.
Yeah.
Like at least stuff like fracking and underwater welding and like laborious jobs like pay decently.
Mm-hmm.
Like you probably make more being a construction worker than you do a teacher.
Well, I have better job security though.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because there's not enough teachers, so they can't get rid of me.
I guess in our area, it's weird because I feel like it's hard to be. I always hear about how hard it is to get a job teaching, but it feels like our area, like Wisconsin, is in a constant demand for teachers. Because again, nobody wants to do it. I blame Scott Walker.
I mean, I don't blame him I don't blame him completely, but he did not help.
I get Captain Head. That's fun.
Oh, it's so adorable, but like in the best way possible.
Oh my god, the Snow Kingdom guys are like the most adorable thing in the whole world.
Like this game is just so happy.
It's charming. I don't know. I'm just a different breed of guy, but I enjoy something like this so much more than Breath of the Wild. Not to say they have to be in competition, but this is like the kind of gaming experience I game for, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, you're much more of this platforming kind of guy.
Yeah.
And I am just a little more well-rounded. And not just because you've been going to the gym and I haven't.
I don't think, well, I don't know. I hate, this is another complaint. Do we need a control tip every single time we change worlds? I wish you could skip this.
Yeah, that's, like, obviously you can tell it's because of the loading.
I don't think it's the loading. I think it's because, like, I think Nintendo is very observant of the fact that, like, little kids are playing the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the one thing.
Oh, I love this world.
I remember I spent so much time exploring this whole thing when I first arrived.
It's a little big, but there's a lot to do, and I like the Calavera guys. Or I guess they're, like, Dias de los Muertos guys.
I think it's fun. It's cool how, like, you're in a desert, but it's cold, and there's ice everywhere, which is fun.
I do. A part of me, I guess because it's a little too driven, I like it a little more open. I was a little bit like, oh, I wish I could just do whatever I want now, and like you always have to start it off with the mission. But that's kind of how it was in 64 and Sunshine too. So you had a gas leak at your school today. How was that?
Well, it happened right at the end of the day, and nothing bad happened, and I got let out early, so
That's fun.
I'm all happy today because I get to go home earlier and eat earlier, and
Oh, I like those rockets. Those are fun.
oops. All right, let's go.
How do you feel about the roll? I haven't quite like mastered the. What do? You shake it to roll? I do ZL and I think it's B.
You'd have to use ZL and Y to roll, but then you shake it to like.
You can just press B to do that.
Really?
Yeah. No, the shaking is super unnecessary. Also, another
No,
grip.
you can't.
Yes, you can.
No.
Give me the controller.
Just
I'll show you.
Oh, you have to press Y.
Oh.
But you get a bigger speed boost when you
No,
shake.
you get
Yes,
the
you
same.
do.
It's the same speed boost. You just have to time it right with the B instead of going. I'm a little kid. Shake the maracas. It's called being smart. Another great touch when you kill enemies, they just give you the coin instead of you having to grab it.
Yep. Which
yeah,
should have been a typical thing in games since forever ago. Whatever. Ooh, I like controlling the bullet bills. Those are fun.
Yeah, they have a pretty good variety of enemies, and I like that they add a couple new ones to the equation. In terms of enemies you can possess.
Yep. I love the new Wigglers.
I
They're
like them
so
too.
cute.
Too bad they're in the worst kingdom.
I don't know what the worst. I think the Lost Kingdom or the.
That's what the.
Yeah, or
Wiggle
the
is.
Whatchamahoozy Kingdom. The dragon one, I think, is...
I don't even know if that one and the Cloud Kingdom count, though. Because they're mainly just for bosses.
Yeah.
I do like how you can build momentum in this game, and he does, like, the arms running out Mario Galaxy sort of thing.
Oh!
Which gives you a good idea of your momentum.
Oh, I missed!
I don't know why I captured that. Is there any reason to?
Oh, shoot, not what I wanted. There's a power move you can get.
In one of these?
Yep.
Oh, over there, you mean. You don't need the bullet bill to get that one.
You don't?
Oh, that one over there. I thought you were talking about.
I haven't gotten that one yet.
You gotta use leap tactics.
And I don't have that yet, so...
Oh, this is the kind of game that I feel like I can play over and over again, like, 10, 15 years from now. Just because it's fun. Like, Mario 64, I think this will be the kind of thing that's big with speedrunners. I'm not a speedrunner, but I like the idea of, like, finding out new techniques to try and beat a game as fast as possible. Like, Mario 64, I can beat in, like, 2.5 to 3 hours or something like that now. You beat me on that competition, but I bet if I was doing my 100% best and you were doing your 100% best, I would win, okay?
Sure.
Making little chipmunk noises. What else do you think they could do for DLC in this game?
Definitely New Kingdom.
I think they could add, like, I think a good DLC if it was, like, $15, adds a bunch of new costumes, and then, like, 2 or 3 new kingdoms. One of which being Delfino Plaza. And then 2 sort of, like, original ones. I wouldn't want it to be, like, Delfino Plaza and, like, the Mario Starship and, like, a bunch of stuff like that.
I think... What was I gonna say?
Yeah.
It could be... What was really fun was having Yoshi at the very end, and you could, like...
Oh, I haven't even gotten
fun.
Yoshi yet.
Oh.
I didn't even realize. Where is he?
You can do that in Peach's Castle.
Oh, I haven't done that yet. I like, how big, because I know you're the #1 Captain Toad fan.
I am!
How do you feel?
So cute.
How do you feel about Architect Toadette?
Architect Toadette?
Oh, see, I found something you have. There's, Architect Toadette, too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And she's at the Mario, castle. And she does, like, achievements.
Oh, well, I know that, yeah. I didn't know her official name was Architect,
Well,
though.
see, you're so uneducated on the lore, it's a wonder you even made it this far.
You know, lore sometimes is not the most... Lord, with an E, Lord, the singer, is more important to me than lore.
Well, see, there's a huge problem right there, because what song does she do besides you got, Royals? You do not sound like Lord.
Not yet lost all our graces. Oh, that's not how she sounds?
No.
Okay. Oh, I was thinking of Billy Lord, who is Carrie Fisher's daughter. Whoops.
Oh, okay.
No.
Are you excited for the new Star Wars, David?
No.
Oh, wait, go to the left. There's something over there.
Oh, no. Oh, I didn't see that.
I didn't get that when I was playing before, but I just
Me
saw that
either.
there.
And I actually have 4 left in my run-through that I have to get, so
That's
now I know where they are.
So yeah, are you excited for the new Star Wars?
No.
That's what everyone's talking about.
Everyone's like, oh, there's this cute seal thing, and like the other teacher that I have study hall with was like, it's so awesome. I'm like, yeah.
It's a little bit like past the fact, but I was looking at people's like, oh, I didn't know that was there. That's why this game is fun.
Secret of the Mural. Usually in every...
Oh, you suck.
Usually in every one of these, there's a secret
Yeah.
one, so I always try to find them.
I was watching people's reactions to the trailer to the other movie that came out, the Force Awakens one. There were so many people who were like, it's the Millennium Falcon! They were like crying and stuff. And I was just like, I don't get it, man. I mean, I guess there are things I'm like that nostalgic about where I would get like really excited and emotional. But...
I mean, well, like, but I don't have a blind nostalgia, because like I can watch Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them and know that it's not a good movie.
there are a lot of people who probably cried during that movie. It's terrible.
And it's not a good movie.
No, it's like a bad... I think it's really bad. I think it's like a very obvious cash-in.
Yeah. And the fact that there's 3 of them, and I'm just like, ugh.
No, they're making 5.
They're making 5?
They're making 5.
What the heck?
Oh, just like they're making 100 million Star Wars, because there was that other spaceship one with Alan Tudyk.
Rogue One was actually kind of good, which I was surprised at.
I don't know. I guess I'm kind of... It's weird because I'm like, people shouldn't throw out genres or movies, and it's like I just cannot get into Star Wars. I just do not like it.
I never have been the biggest fan. I did like Force Awakens just because it was like a crowd pleaser type of thing, which is whatever.
I guess.
But I actually, and generally, like, critically as well... Travis, I can get these, okay. Like, critically, Rogue One is considered to be actually kind of good, so...
Is it weird? Am I ignorant because I just don't like it? Or, like, I basically don't see any merit to it. I guess, I like I at least, like, watch the old ones and I can be like, wow, it was really cool how they did that effect. How did they do that? Mm-hmm. Like, at least I can get that. But the new ones, it's just, like, I get nothing out of it.
It's just not your type of film.
I know, but am I ignorant then?
No, it's just not your thing.
Because I feel like I get mad at people when they're like, oh, I don't like this just because it's not my thing. But it's like... I don't dislike sci-fi. I think Star Trek is really good, but Star Trek tries to tackle, like, really important social issues in smarter way. Like, every Star Wars film is just like, the bad guys are Nazis.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
Well, that's why generally audiences like it more, because it's less, you know, it's very obvious who's good and who's bad.
Star Trek was a brave show, man. They had interracial relationships in the 1960s. Mm-hmm. They had
the first interracial kiss on film in America.
That's ridiculous.
Which is
that's brave.
Crazy to think.
That was a good show. I like Next Generation better, I guess, but that's just because it's like, I think it's better acting. But I like these guys. These guys are fun,
and they're things that we haven't seen before, which is awesome.
Like they got little rings. Some of the platforming challenges are hard with them, too.
Yeah, there's one later on that I think is difficult.
There's a tube in this world.
There's like a timer.
Where you have to do this, and I could not for the life of... Because I knew there were 2 moons in the thing, but I could not for the life of me figure out the second. I guess I don't really like the new Star Trek movies. I think they're okay.
It's not my thing. Ooh. That Bowser's sure stomping around
they're
in
just
the
kind of boring, I guess.
I don't know. I feel like it's too actiony now.
I just feel like Star Wars is just like the biggest thing in the whole universe. Like you can't look anywhere without seeing something Star Wars related.
Really?
Everything. You go to any store. You need some plates? Oh, get the Star Wars plates. You want a T-shirt? Get the Star Wars T-shirt. It's like...
Well, I mean, like, no matter how you think about Disney, they know how to market. That's for sure.
I think Disney is fantastic. They're very smart and very talented. Although, I do feel like that new Star Wars movie was, like, written by, like, 15 Disney executives.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's why, I guess that's why I disenchanted with it a little, because it just feels like so much of more like a product than a story.
Yeah.
But again, maybe I'm ignorant.
I mean, it's possible. Showdown on the Inverted Pyramid.
I was trying to watch some of the old Star Wars movies, like, this week, just because I was like, maybe there's something I'll get. I guess I should watch the old ones, but the newer, not newest ones are just terrible.
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. I was watching.
I think 2 is the best out of those 3.
I was watching the third one. Is just everybody. There's good actors in it, but everybody comes. I think it's just really bad direct. I think George Lucas is a terrible director because he didn't direct the old ones. I don't think. I think he wrote them. Yeah. Maybe, but he is a horrible director. I think because he makes Samuel L. Jackson look like a terrible actor. He makes Ewan McGregor look like a terrible actor. He doesn't do a whole lot with Hayden Christensen. I think that's just how he is.
Yeah.
And is it Natalie Portman?
Yeah.
She's just bad too. She's not a good. I can't think of anything she's good in. Oh, she was in.
She won Black Swan.
Yeah, well, you get that was you get one. Okay.
She was close to winning for year 1. Oh wait, no.
She's in Your Highness.
Your Highness,
which is even significantly worse than year 1. As someone who's seen them both.
James Franco.
No,
worse?
Danny McBride is the main character. And I like a good Danny McBride. So that's
I don't.
Year 1 is not at least it's like ambitious. Like the idea is sort of like Monty Python, where it's like, oh, what if we do comedic versions of like historical and biblical things, like Paul Rudd and someone else are Cain and Abel, and that's kind of funny. Your Highness is just an awful, awful, awful movie. There's nothing remotely creative or interesting or even funny in that movie, despite it having talented and funny people. I would never, ever recommend Your Highness to anyone. I like how they make fun of that in that. What's that Apocalypse movie they do? This is the end. They talk about like making Pineapple Express too, and they're like, okay, yeah, but let's not do Your Highness too.
Can I go down there?
No.
Okay.
I thought the exact same thing when I did this before.
I'm like, ooh, is there a... I don't think there's a... There must be a secret moon in here somewhere, but I have not found it, so... Not gonna worry about it.
This is the great thing, is it's like, oh, if I don't find it now, there's other ones
get
that
it
I can
later.
find it later.
Oh, I know. There's one out here, I believe, if I remember correctly.
There's one here? Oh, yeah. Actually, do you want to pause for a second? It's a little bit early, but we gotta break quickly.
Oh, you got... Somebody has to take their sister to work.
Okay, we'll stop at this moon.
All right.
Secret of the Inverted Mural. Okay, we'll be right back. We'll talk about Star Wars.
Your Highness.
Yeah. What a great commentary episode.